Well, I guess it would help if I added us to the stage. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tres Amigos talk show. We are so thankful and so grateful that you have decided to join us for the fastest hour on Thursday night. I'm sitting here looking at my screen. I forget my camera's right there. We hope that you guys are doing well on this beautiful East Texas 81-degree weather Thursday night. Tell us where you're checking in from. Tell us what you're wearing in beard. And we hope that you are having a wonderful week. You guys up north, I hope things are starting to thaw out for you guys, Chief. I know you've been banging away on some ice, trying to clear out some drains, and I haven't had that issue here. How you doing, my friend?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but it was brutal, man. It was hard to. It was more stressful because I knew if I didn't do the job, I would have water in my basement that's finished right here. And so good Lord blessed me with a good melt today. And that thing popped out and water was flowing. So I was happy as Larry, bro. Happy as Larry.
You know, there is something to be said that we only have to look forward to maybe 2 or 3 days of that during the year, maybe, on a bad year, a cold year. So I feel for you, my friend. But guys, thank you so much again for being here. We are so excited to have a guest on tonight. That it's their first. I didn't know it's their first live appearance. So we are excited about that. I'm waiting for a special someone to come on tonight so I can remind them that this is their first live appearance. I haven't seen them come yet, but we're going to say hello to everybody real quick, and hopefully they come on so I can have some nice things to say. We had first in the chat today, well, of course, was Ughu, Chris, and he was on. He's dropped off, but I saw he was on like at 5 o'clock yesterday saying hello. But then Jeff Harmon is number one. And guys, make sure you check in tomorrow night on the Bearded Respect, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Bearded Respect, to check out Mr. Dapper. Jeff Harmon will be on. I'm excited. I say I'm just assuming Chief is too. Yeah. Jeff Harmon is a close friend of the Tres Amigos show. We are so excited to be able to watch him on the Bearded Respect. Good luck to you, Jeff, man. You're gonna do great. And Bishop, checking in from Puerto Rico. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hello, brother. Oh, and by the way, Dino is not going to be on tonight. He had an engagement at work, so he had some other priorities he had to take care of. So you're just stuck with Chief and myself tonight. So, all right, who we got here? There we go. The Dark Blessing Beard Cup. How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Santa Allen, what's going on, my friend? Bearded and blessed. What's going on, brother? How are you? Michael, it's good to see you with that glorious beard, man. Thank you so much.
Does look good.
Pretty. Appreciate you, brother. There he is. There's Chris.
Hey, Chris.
How's it going, man? You were first, but I did see you were first. All right. Hey, how you doing, my friends? Good to have you here. Thank you so much. Baker, hello, sir. Kay Houston says I'm here. We can start now. All right. So Blake Hughes, Scruffy Scoundrel. I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah, reminds me of a movie quote, Scruffy Little Nerf Herder or something like that. Small Batch Beard Co. What's going on, brother?
Hey, Small Batch.
All right. Let me see. We got Randy in the house. What's going on, man? Lurch. What's up, brother? All right. Ray Smokey, how you doing, my friend?
Smokey.
Bob and Terry. Now we can start the show. How's it going, Bob and Terry?
Good
Bob's still cleaning up down there in Florida, man. Winning all the beard competitions down there. True North Beard Co. How you doing, Chris? Appreciate you, brother. All right. We want to thank all 35 of you guys in here right now.
Wow.
Appreciate it. I'm so glad. I'd like to say that everybody's jumped on to see you and I, Chief, but I think it's our guest everybody's jumping on to see tonight. Santa's Restoration Workshop. Hey, Santa Terry, how you doing? It's so good to and it's so nice. We have a bunch of Santas jumping in the bearded community, and it's a good thing. Dino. brother. How are you? It's so good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Corey, how you doing?
What up, Corey?
All right. I just can't get over this name. All right. And babysitter Jess, thank you so much. We appreciate your support so much.
Hi, Jess. Happy as Larry.
I don't know if I said hi to David. I think I did, but hello, David. How you doing? All right. Scrolling. I don't think I've missed anybody so far. Small town traditions. What's going on, Jim? How you doing, my friend? Bearded wine guy. Steven, how you doing? It's good to see you, man. Brand new Santa. All right. Randall Crunk.
Mr. Crunk.
What's up, brother? Mark, how you doing?
Hey.
All right, guys, I am trying to get through. Everybody keeps chatting it up, which is a good thing. I think I am down at the end. Corey said he's hanging out with his dog in the backyard playing fetch to wear him out and listening. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. There's something different about Chief. Don't know what it is. Maybe we can figure it out during the show. And Born Beard snuck in. All right, guys, without further ado, I say, Chief, unless you got something going on, you have any kind of announcements or anything that you got that you want to put out there?
There is a little fundraiser going on, and I'm pretty sure it's going on Monday on Dino and 30 Spray Jay's show. There's going to be a little auction, and just for Jay, he's come across a couple financial things he needs a little help with, and a lot of these companies stepped up right away because, hey, it's Jay. Sure, let's donate. Here's this, here's that. I actually talked to Bishop today. He's in Puerto Rico. It's 96 degrees, and I was jealous. And we got to talking about the auction, and he mentioned this light. It's an autism light. It's probably about a foot by a foot. It's got the little puzzle pieces and stuff in it. It's a light. And he says, I made that, right? And I said, no, I didn't. I thought you bought that and was donating it. He said, no, I made that. I said, dude, that is cool, killer cool. So there's a lot of cool stuff. A lot of great companies gonna throw a little bit here and try to help out. And pretty sure it's Monday. I might be there. I might not be on Dino's show. So we'll see. I'm sure it's going to be great. But thank you to all the companies that donated in a heartbeat. You guys stepped up. I love it. Appreciate it.
It's things like this, Chief, that really, even days when, and guys, there's days I feel down, right? We all do, whether it's just things going on in our lives or something. But there's one thing that, and I'll get to this because I know we need to bring a guest on, but there's one thing that used to be a big saying to my kids was there's always somebody that's going through more, right? So always be willing to help, always be willing to give, because there's always somebody that's going through a lot more. And that's what I love about this community. I love the companies that step up. I love the companies that are always helping. Everybody who comes in here is always in the giving, helping state of mind. And that's why I love the bearded community. And speaking of the bearded community, the guest that we have coming on right now is been around and is known in the community, but is starting up his own beard company, right? And more power to him. But I say without further ado, Chief, let's go ahead and bring him on. Help us welcome Mr. Jose JJP to the show. How you doing, my friend?
Hello. Hi, everybody.
What's going on, buddy?
I'm like, what is happening right now? I'm on the show with you guys.
Before we start, that thumbnail with the way your hair was done and the beard, it was sculpted, everything was sculpted. You looked like you were chiseled out of marble, my friend. Yeah.
There's a reason for that.
Okay.
He told me.
Called ChatGPT, a little help from ChatGPT.
Little AI help never hurts. It's okay. We all do it now.
I don't do that stuff. I have no idea how to play with that stuff. But welcome to the show, my friend. We've known each other for a long time, but never actually sat and talked face to face. And you're dabbling in some beard oil business, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. But first, I want you to take a deep breath and just relax and enjoy the ride. And we're going to ask you some silly questions to kind of break the ice. So, Santa,
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and go first. So, if you don't mind. Okay. You ready, JJP?
I think so. As ready as I'll ever be.
Zombie killer champ or Sasquatch wrangler?
Is it like which would I rather be? Zombie killer champ or Sasquatch wrangler?
Wrangler.
I'm gonna have to go with the zombie killer champ.
Absolutely, right?
That sounds pretty cool.
Right?
Let's take them out.
And again, Sasquatch.
If I wrangle them and I like
you
keep
wrangle
them
them up.
corralled somewhere, then I have to take care of them. So I'd rather just take the zombies out.
You gotta feed them, and you don't know what they eat. It could be a mess.
That's right. They're going to use all my beard oil on their whole body. That's not acceptable.
That's a good point.
All right, I'm kind of new at this. I don't usually ask these questions, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. Okay, so you're having a bad beard day. Do you rock it with confidence, or do you throw on a beanie and pretend it's intentional?
Yeah, I mean, you just go with what you have, just do what you can with what you have that day, and you can't get too obsessed over it. Although my wife would say that I am, but you can't obsess too much over it.
Am I wrong? Beanies make every dude look a little bit more mean, a little bit more.
That's right. Cool.
Yeah.
Like, don't mess with me.
Right.
Like, wear a beanie.
Okay. Would you rather go golfing or go to an escape room?
I would say golfing, even though I'm not a golfer. I haven't golfed in a long time, but when I did go, I just love being outside and all the greenery. It just relaxes you, the sunshine and everything. So the escape room, it could be fun. I actually did one a couple of weeks ago with my team at work, but yeah, it's not as relaxing as just being out there.
My son and I'll use the word golf. We go a couple times a year, and we don't even have clubs. We use the clubs at the club, and we're horrible. And we just make stuff up as we go. We know what the putter is. We know what the driver is. But those other ones in between, I'll say, what do you think I should use on this one? He says, use the 11 driver wood. And I'm like, you got it. Because I have no idea what these clubs are called. It's just fun. Drink a couple beers. And
that's really cool, though, because you're hanging out. The point is to hang out, spend quality time, just be out there, relax. That's awesome.
Really, really.
And you don't care about nobody getting pissed off behind you. Just go ahead and play through.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, before I ask the next question, I do believe we have somebody in the chat that you may know that goes by the name Mrs. Beardsage.
Yeah. She told me she was going to try to make herself a little account just so she could be in there as Mrs. Beardsage.
That is awesome.
Oh, sweet.
And and she might be able to answer the chat this one along with you. And that is, if you spill a bottle of beard oil in your truck, car, whatever it is you drive, what is it going to smell like? Is it going to smell like a straight up tobacco shop, or like you're walking into a candy or a foodie store? What is it going to smell like if you spill a bottle of beard oil in your vehicle?
So I kind of want to see what she says, but I know there's a little bit of a delay. But she probably knows. More than likely, it would be some type of cologne scent.
Like it. You know what? I should have threw that in there because I probably could almost guess that.
Yeah.
Mine would be foodie, right?
I could guess that.
Yeah.
Hey, before we go on, we've got somebody that just came in, and that is Brewer. And I would just like to say, Mike, we got him first. That's all I got to say. Love you, brother. I'm rocking. I'm supporting the Beard of Respect. Make sure you check them out tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, they will have Mr. Dapper himself.
That is so funny.
I wish I could watch that show.
He's there. I think he was the more anticipated guest than myself tonight.
No, I think people are looking forward to seeing you and seeing where the company goes. Okay, next question. You can't speak all day, okay? Do you use interpretive dance or sing everything? You can't talk. You can use interpretive dance or you can sing everything.
I would probably pick sing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I grew up in a context where we didn't dance, and so we were never, it just wasn't, it was a very conservative household, so we didn't dance. So now I just feel like I can't. So, but I can sing okay, so I will go with singing.
Better in the shower or in the car?
Better in the shower or in the car? Probably the shower.
I think the car for me, because nobody can hear me but me.
Yeah, it sounds pretty amazing.
If the music's up high enough, you can't even hear yourself. You think you sound great.
Exactly.
Well, Mrs. Beardsage says JJP has an amazing voice, but can't dance to save his life.
That's pretty accurate.
I love it. I love it. Okay.
No.
I'm glad she's in here because
He tries to teach me how. He
Hey,
does try.
That absolutely. So you're starting a new company, and before I go on, and the guys, it's just me. Brewer and the Beard of Respect and the Tres Amigos, we have fun with each other. That's just a little dig and just having fun. But they will be having JJP on the launch of the company itself. So that is saved for the Beard of Respect. So I did just want to put that on there, but we still have them on first. All right, next question. All right, your wife smells your new test batch and says, absolutely not. Do you scrap the scent immediately or rename it Bold Reserve and launch it anyway?
That's an interesting one because I realize that we can't limit. I've talked to my wife about this actually, that we can't just make scents that we like, because we're not going to like every scent that other people like. So we have to think about it and learn how. And I was actually asking her, how do you create a good scent from a category that you don't really like? And, and make it so that it's good for those that do enjoy those scents, I guess that's where you test and stuff. But so I forgot what the question was. Oh, do you scrap it or do you just rename it? If neither of us like it, and I hope that I would be able to tell if it was good enough, because I don't want to release something that's not up to par. But that's something that I haven't done yet, so I don't know how I would figure that out. If I don't prefer the scent, how do I know that it's good for someone else, somebody else's nose, unless I just have people around that I can say, hey, what do you think about this?
Yeah. My wife smells everything that comes in, usually before I do. And we're pretty close on a lot of things, but some things she's like, definitely not. And then I'll put a little bit in beard later on and I'll be, smell that. She's like, oh, that smells good.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It's crazy how not just it's subjective, but also it can change.
Mhm.
Like something that I pick up initially, I might say, oh, I don't really care for that. And then I could smell it a month or two later and I feel something different about it.
Yep.
I'm like, all right, I see that. I can see what you can enjoy about that.
Yeah, everything kind of mingles together and it smells a little bit different. Like if you let it sit for a little while and you kind of forget about it, and then you open it up. I've had many that I was like, it's okay. And then you go a month later and you're like, oh my God, it's so much better. After it's sat a couple weeks or a month. But
there are certain things though, if my wife does not, like, she just right off the bat can't tolerate it, then some of them are such no-goes, I can't wear them because
Mhm.
like I got kicked out of bed once because I was like, nope, can't do it. And there's certain leather scents ever since she had COVID in 2021, and it still affects the way she, like her sense of smell. So certain ones, it's like, nope, that has a weird smell and I can't do it. So
Just leather, or there's certain other scents that she doesn't like.
it's mostly the leather. She doesn't. I guess neither one of us are too big on the foodie ones, but the leather, all the coffee. She's never liked coffee. That had nothing to do with COVID. Though. She doesn't like the smell of coffee. So
Hmm.
anything with that, she wouldn't like. And then there are some leather scents though that it's mixed in, and I guess it's a certain type of leather scent that she actually does like, but it's rare. The
Yeah.
punch you in the face one, it's like an immediate no.
Yeah, some have a like a synthetic kind of vibe to them, like a fake, like you're pushing a fake leather scent. And then some of them mixed, like you said, some of them mixed really well. And you're like, oh, this is great, you know. But some of them, you're right, they do have that weird,
Like
man.
it reminds you of what was the name of that store many years ago that had like the gothic stuff in it, like you would go
Oh,
inside and
Spencer's
Hot
or
Topic,
Hot Topic.
Hot
Yeah.
Topic. It
Yeah.
had a certain smell in there going.
Weed. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So a few people got to sample your oil unscented. Um, talk to me about your feedback, because I know I was one of them, and I enjoyed both blends. You've got a regular blend and an exotic blend, and they're both really good for being brand new out of the gate. It's kind of
Very
hard,
cool.
and I'm one of those guys that if you ask me for feedback and you're not even open yet, be prepared for paragraphs of things to improve on, or whatever. And I didn't
Yeah.
really do that. Just talking back and forth, and then I filled out your survey and things like that. It was hard to find something I didn't really care for. The feel was really nice. You didn't scent it because you haven't started messing with the fragrance or essentials yet, which I
Yeah.
can respect. I get the natural nuttiness of the blend, which is pretty cool. Tom was talking about that earlier. There's like what's black seed oil and a couple other got a little nuttiness to them in the back that they're not bad by themselves.
Right.
Yeah. So talk to
Yes.
me about your blends.
Yeah. So one thing that I knew I wanted to do, I have these here, which is just the tester label, but this one is the exotic blend, and what I wanted to do with it, I wanted to use some ingredients that were kind of like a tribute to my Puerto Rican heritage. So something tropical like was big in my brain, and I started reading up on certain tropical oils and seeing that they do have really nice properties. And so and my thought was to create a blend that's focused, even though I think it's a great all-around beard oil that's focused more on softening my beard being graying. It's just like I learned from Dan C that it changes the structure of your beard hair, and it's less manageable. So I wanted one that was the inspiration behind it. Like, could I make something that would be extra softening for a beard like mine, and also to incorporate the little tribute to Puerto Rico. So the two, so I have a lot of tried and true, very recognizable carriers in that one. The kukui nut, jojoba, sour sop seed oil. That's the one of the more unique ones. But meadow foam, most people know the broccoli seed, evening primrose, rosehip, baobab. They're all great oils. The two that are more on the tropical side, the first one is the sour sop seed oil, which is it's this fruit that in Puerto Rico we know as guanabana, and like I always love the taste of it. Like they make these kind of milky shakes with the fruit. I love it, and when I read the nice properties that they have, for the oil for the beard and the hair, the beard and the skin, then I really liked it. I got some and I like it. It has a nice, pleasant smell to it. So between that and the passion fruit seed oil, those are the ones that I wanted to throw in there for that purpose. And my hope was that it would be really softening, penetrating, kind of help to tame the beard. And yeah, I mean, so far I've gotten some of my testers are still out as far as feedback, but I've been pleasantly surprised. Like I don't expect to get perfect feedback from everyone, and that's not why you ask for feedback. I wanted to know, like with the exotic blend, I've thought about adding a little bit of something else just to make it a little bit thicker. I tried that, and so far I'm leaning towards keeping it the way it is. But that's the first one. I'm calling it the exotic blend, and I did focus on the carrier blend and the ratios first before I didn't want to think about scents until I had carriers that I liked, that I felt like I use a lot of great stuff. Some of the companies that are here, I use, and so I wanted it to be something that I would want to use in my rotation alongside some of those.
A quick question. I don't know how long ago you started planning on this. I seen your wife dropped a comment that you've been doing a lot of research for a long time, and kudos, man, because you don't want to go into this just willy nilly. But do you have like a mentor in the community where you can reach out to some beard company owner and say, "Hey, brother, I'm doing this. I'm getting this result. Can you help me with this?" Do you have a mentor that you reach out to?
Yeah, I do. That's one of the things that always struck me, even before I really committed to starting a company, was at least this niche, this part of the beard community has been like even the owners that I've gotten a chance to be friends with are very generous with their knowledge. I'm able to ask questions, and I try not to ask anything
Right.
that's over the line,
Right.
but such generosity with knowledge and their opinions and things like that. So yeah, definitely, um, I I have a lot of respect for Chris from True North, Johnny Ray, Weatherbeard, and like I'm sure many others. But the thing that I found so cool is that it's a true community. People care about each other, help each other out, and even company owners, instead of trying to be gatekeeping. That's not what I found at all.
Yeah, the companies you just mentioned, so good, so good people. And we've known them all for a long time, and they're going to help you with 90% of what you need, I think. And every company's going to have their little tiny secrets that they just they're not going to talk about, and
Right.
you got to respect that. But
Absolutely.
so, how long ago did you say, "Hey," to your wife, "I'm going to start this company, and I'm going to make beard oil, and I'm going to start with beard oil," and then after that conversation, are you going to go in another direction and start doing like butters, balms, pomades, things like that, wash, soap?
Yeah. So it's been a seed of an idea for probably a couple of years. I've been working on blends and stuff like that since the oldest notes that I find on my phone are from like 2023. And I fell in love with the ritual of it, the moment that you take to pause and just, even if it's 5 minutes, but you slow down. It's a very sensory thing too. Like you're applying it, and then I love the aromas. It's kind of like aromatherapy. I find that whole process therapeutic, and so that is what I kind of fell in love with, and then I just started playing around with different blends, and little by little, it was just like a thing that was nudging at me. you know, because it's something that's easy for me not to do because, you know, I have a career already, and it's just something that kept coming back. And I think maybe also a little bit of like wanting to try to create something, and just that spirit of, you know, like, are you doing everything that you would want to do? Like, I don't want to have regrets looking back that I didn't do something. And the surefire way to fail is to not even try. So I said, hey, just do it. If you have that inside, there's probably a reason, you know. Like, I have faith God guides, and I know that there's probably a reason. So I said, hey, let me do it. Let me go for it. It wouldn't leave me alone. So that's kind of what pushed me to start. I do. My wife and I have talked a lot about different directions that we could go potentially. I do want to first launch with these two, and I haven't talked about the other one yet, but like these two beard oils, these blends, I want to launch with the oils and then start working on butter and balm, and then go from there. Like, eventually I would like it to be a full line, you know, of beard care products, and potentially other personal care, men's grooming products. Also, you know, Mrs. Beardsage has some ideas about doing some products that work for women, and, you know, maybe doing like one day like a bundle together. I said it's too late this year, but maybe next year we could have a Valentine's Day bundle where we could create a his and her thing, you know. So that's kind of where I would want it to go. Another thing that is cool about it is my kids taking an interest in like doing something together with them. And I had one of my sons say to me one day, he was like, Dad, I want to invent a beard oil. I was like,
Okay.
okay, let's work on it. They played it when my wife and I, her name is Senia, when we were trying to play with essential oils and blending them and just trying to get our feet wet. They came in, they wanted to make their own scents. So we had kind of a fun, like a family night out of it.
That's awesome. A couple years from now, you see this, you know, really gaining traction. Would you leave your current job and do this full time, you think?
I think that would be the dream, you know, if I could have that kind of freedom.
Hmm.
Um, my job is great, but I am tied to be here, and we would love we talk about the ability to be able to go wherever we want, you know. So that would be amazing, you know. I'm scared to think too much about it yet, but I'm just trying to stay a couple of steps ahead, you know. Just try to focus on what's right now, what can I do now? And yes, I think it's important to have that long-term vision too, but not to get hung up on, because then it starts to seem too big,
Yeah.
you know, and more daunting. It's like, it doesn't have to be that, doesn't have to be a barrier, you know. Let's just do what we can right now.
Little bites, little bite.
Hmm. Right.
So you kind of already answered one of the questions. Your wife's kind of heavily involved in this too. So what kind of ideas does she have for the female side? Because, you know, one good thing about when I order beard stuff, and if there's like a perfume or, you know, female anything, I'll throw one of those in the cart. So when something comes in, I got you a little something too, honey, or maybe a candle or something, you know, so you don't feel so
Smart
bad
man.
buying everything for yourself, you know. So if you
Yeah.
have something that, you know, has the wife on one side and the man on the other, and they can, yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Candles,
Yeah. I
soaps,
like that.
you name it.
She had mentioned the idea of a candle, and she's very creative. So I'm sure and she loves this. She really loved the exotic one, and she's been using it. I don't know, like just in her hair, on her skin,
Sure.
and she's been using it already. So, and she's very honest. So if she doesn't like something, she'll tell me.
Good. That's good.
Yeah.
That answered Abe's question. His wife wanted to know will there be any ladies products eventually. 30
So I don't
spray
know if it's
J.
available, but my wife even said the word Sage Beauty. Like, all right, if it's available, it might not be, but something, Mrs. Beardsage.
Well, real quick while we're on that, and again, I know we had talked jokingly a little bit ago, but you're going to be doing a launch on the Beard of Respect. But your website I got on, and right now it's just kind of a base website. There is nothing to answer somebody else's question, nothing for sale on there yet. But tell us, Beardsage, where did this name come from? Where did the idea come from?
So originally, when I first started playing with the idea of a company, which has been a while, I had come up with Bearded Sage, and Mrs. Beardsage didn't like that. And but the reason I was kind of drawn to it is the idea of wisdom, like the wise man with the beard. I feel like in the Bible there's a lot of wise men with beards, and I think that there's one point where it even talks about God having a beard. It's like, so it was like the wisdom aspect of it, and I also like the natural, the nature part of it, rooted in nature, and that's kind of what it is. I was thinking, what could a theme be? It's morphed into something else too, because I really want to lean into the tropical thing.
Right.
But yeah, that's kind of where it came from. And I had gone away from that and thought of a whole bunch of different options. And then one day we were playing around. I found a site that like helps you brainstorm and just spits out a whole bunch of different ideas. And Beard Sage came up. And even though the missus didn't like bearded sage, but she was like, "Oh, I like that." I was like, "Really? Okay." That always helps.
That's awesome. One bearded bishop would like to know. He's asking for a friend. Will you have stickers eventually?
Stickers. I would, yeah, I would love to. I'd love to have stickers, and I'd love to have shirts and hats and hoodies. I'm obsessed with hoodies, so I would love to have that. For me,
And the
it's like
last question we have from the chat right now is 30 Spray J would like to know what scent does JJP have coming that he thinks is the money maker? That's got to be a tough question to ask a company owner.
Yeah, it's tough, especially for me, because we're starting now to play around with scents. So I don't have, but we have some ideas about certain colognes that we like, and maybe I love to combine different scents also. So there's some ideas there, and I'm hoping to have uh, a really great cologne scent, but I don't know yet what it's going to be.
I completely enjoyed myself in Puerto Rico, and I was introduced to the little cans of Coke and rum already mixed together. So Coke and rum, maybe.
That's a big thing down there.
Yeah, I had a really good time. Really good time. They were like
Nice.
50 cents. I was like, here's $5. Gimme.
Give me as much as money can buy.
Well, you mentioned Coke and rum cheap, but I'll tell you what I've really been getting into lately is a lot of the smoked kind of scents, like like a smoked brandy or a smoked rum. Yeah, I mean that just
some cheese.
Yeah, those are all different categories,
right?
That have their loyal followings, like the boozy ones and the more natural, like the essential oil ones, the colognes, the gourmand. There's so much to it, so much depth to it.
Yeah, poor brewer. Brewer
You're
bust.
gonna have to read the comments later.
Oh shoot!
Brewer made the comment that Chief knew Captain Morgan before it was a rum.
Yeah, he was a seaman when I met him.
That was your buddy.
He was Seaman Morgan.
Oh my gosh. That's one of the things that I always love about these different beard community lives is the chat. The silliness.
Yeah, we're all
chat.
Have you ever been in a beard competition?
Only I've tried the online. The only one I've not tried. I've actually joined was the Beard Octane one. So it's just strictly online. That's the only one I've done.
Well, there's some majestic beards in here, and Brewer wins a lot. So does Bob and Terry. Bob just shows up, and they automatically just hand him the first place because I mean it's majestic. And
You're like, okay, why
Kev,
should I keep looking?
Kevin Amber, Kev's beard, man.
Oh yeah,
it's gone though. By the way, he shaved it off, but he had
saw that.
Gorgeous beard. And I'm just saying, with your beard, your hair type, your face structure, dude, you would dominate most beard competitions. Flat out.
Maybe I'll have to get permission from the missus if I can go.
I think she'll be all right with it.
Thank you, though. Thank you.
Go up there with some merch for the Beardsage and
yes.
cap. And throw out some stickers. Yeah.
I don't have any of those little, what are they called? The little beret or the beanie things. I don't have any, but I guess I would need some for that.
Yeah, they're coming. They'll be there soon. You'll have a whole merch line, no doubt. But okay, I think it's about time for Dino's question. What do you think, Tom?
Go ahead, bro. Take it away.
Okay, in homage to our friend who can't be here tonight because of work reasons, Dino always asks this question. If you could see any celebrity, actor, what else? Singer, actor, dead or alive, who would it be?
I'd like to be able to meet them.
Singer, actor, celebrity, personality.
Probably I don't know why, but I'm having trouble with this one. Let me think. Somebody like legendary, like a musician.
Somebody you looked up to your whole life or enjoyed listening to or watching on TV.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm like blanking out on that one. I mean, for sure, I'm sure it's a very common answer. I'm not going to count Jesus in there because, he's Jesus, but, I mean, for a time, I was very into Coldplay when they were first coming out. So maybe Chris Martin. Their music changed a lot, so I was more into it in the beginning when they first came out. But maybe him. I mean, there's also somebody that came to mind and I don't know anything about him. I just know his music because of my dad, which is Jim Croce. Like there were some old songs that he used to play that I actually loved, and every now and then I'll go back and listen to. And I know that he died in I think a plane accident or something like that. But maybe him would be interesting just to learn more about like how he wrote some of his songs.
Right. Those are good answers.
Absolutely. A quick story. You mentioned Coldplay. I'll be honest with you, I've never listened to them. I think they're very talented. Several years ago, it was maybe 10 years ago, they were coming to Houston, and I bought tickets for all my kids. And this was going to be my one big gift of the year for them to go. And my youngest daughter, absolutely, she's seen them 2 or 3 times. She absolutely loves Coldplay. We had Hurricane Harvey come through, which was that Category 5, or they canceled the show. She refused to believe that they canceled the show. She was going to show up. I said, sweetie, I mean, it was the day of the hurricane hitting. I said, sweetie, you cannot go. She refused to believe they canceled the show.
Oh, no. Her heart was set on it.
Oh, she was heartbroken.
Poor thing. How old was she?
Reschedule it?
She was in her early 20s. She's 30 now, so she was in her early 20, maybe.
She was still going to go, though.
Oh, she's a huge Coldplay fan. Oh, she's going to go.
Oh,
Yeah.
she'd be the only one in the parking lot.
Even if she had to row her way there,
Yeah.
a little
But they put on
kayak.
such a great show, from what I'm told. Now I've never seen them, but she just
Yeah.
absolutely loves it.
I
Mm.
saw them in a small venue because my sister put me onto them. I'm talking about in the 90s. So late 90s, I guess, or early 2000s. I got to see them in a tiny little kind of rundown venue. So that was cool. I don't know if I have 1 minute because I forgot to talk about the other blend just real quick.
Take it away.
The Serene blend, the idea behind that one, it has a plant-based ingredient called bisabolol, which is very soothing, very small amount, but mixed with the other carriers that are in there, the idea behind that one is to be ideal for sensitive skin. So maybe save a beard here or there if the itch and the whatever flakes and stuff like that, it's made for that. So that's the other one. I do plan to start building out like the page on there that just talks about what they are, even before we go live. So, and also on the website, I have a spot where you could sign up for the email list. So I'll be sending updates that way as well.
Well, I, for one, am looking forward to the launch and can't wait to watch you on Bearded Respect and get to hang out with those guys and answer their questions, and looking forward to that too. I can't wait to see where this goes in the future. I was impressed when you reached out, and I was like, "Oh my God, JJP is going to do this, man! He's going to freaking do it! All right!" And now I'm even more excited, and I can't wait to see next year. If you're a guest on the show, and see where that is. And hey, remember
It's
that?
been great.
Yeah, remember last
It's
year
been
when you?
really great.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been great. And I want to say thank you to all the people that tested and all the people that have been so encouraging too. And for this opportunity, I just I don't expect anything, but I'm very appreciative, really. Everybody in the chat, um, and to you all, it's a pleasure to get to meet you this way and actually talk and face to face instead of just comments online or whatever.
Yeah, it's a lot better. Yeah.
I think this wraps it up well. Brewer says Jose has been such a great support of the community, and we're here for Beardsage. The same Warlock jumped in. Will jumped in. Same thing.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
love supporting companies that support the community. That you can tell that they are genuine human beings. That they are out there living the American dream, working a job, got a family, starting a business, and it makes me feel so good. And I didn't know JJP. Chief's known him for quite a while. I'm just getting to know him through this process of getting him on the show. But we all know you could tell somebody's personality, right? When you first get to talking to them, when you first meet them. And I have to say that it has been such an honor getting to know you, and look forward to seeing where Bearded Sage goes, or Beard Sage goes. I'm sorry, and just wish you and your wife the most wonderful experience through this whole thing, and just hang in there and just keep it going and stay consistent. We talked about it before the show. What we put in, anything in our lives, we're gonna get that much more out of it. Chief, do you have any final thoughts? I mean, we got about 10 minutes left. I mean, we can shoot the breeze or whatever you guys want to do.
I'm just sitting here looking at the comments because I haven't had a chance to kind of read through the comments, but look at all the support, all these companies. There's probably 5 or 6 companies in here wishing you the best. You don't see that in any other field. This group here wants everybody to win, and I love that. And I've always loved this community. I've always felt like home, and welcome you into the community. And I'm sure everybody in here is just rooting for you, man. And it's so important that Mrs. Beardsage is on board with your journey.
It's really a great community for sure. And I've been inspired by seeing a lot of these guys doing what they do. Like you can tell how much work people put into it, the passion they have for it. And yeah, like the kind words I've gotten from a lot of people, but again, like I don't expect, but it's so appreciated. And you guys have inspired me as well, and the company owners too. Been generous with their time and their knowledge and everything. It's been all of it together. It's like one big I don't know what word I'm looking for, but like all of it played in to kind of giving me that push to go forward. And then as I take little steps, and sometimes in spite of being nervous or like, hey, what, I don't know what I'm doing here, learning as you go and getting those words of support help keep you going, you know? So I truly appreciate it.
That's awesome, man. Couldn't be more proud of you, and looking forward to seeing where this goes in the future, and looking forward to getting these blends with some scent and really try them out.
I
So
can't wait.
yeah, I'm excited.
You know, Chief, you mentioned earlier something about his kids getting involved. You know, we know another company that his kids get involved as well, and I absolutely love that when it's a family oriented, driven company. It just makes it. That's like the cherry on the top. You know, Gokins. We all know Gokins' family is very involved with his company and to help him with scent profiles. It's absolutely amazing to me. So I look forward and hope that does come true, and that we hope to see your kids just really get into this business. But yeah, the love is being shared in the chat. I absolutely love it. Well,
So great.
you know, Jose, you know, all you ever have to do is just reach out if you ever need anything. I don't know what it is. You know, Chief does amazing beer reviews. I'm sure he'll be doing plenty for you. But if you ever need anything, please reach out to us. I don't know what we do, but we'd be more than happy to help out in any way we can. We just again want to wish you good luck. We want to thank you so much for coming on the show. And sharing your new company with us that's getting ready to start up. So any kind of maybe thoughts of about when or how close you're getting close or?
Yeah. So my hope is like mid-April is my hope. I'm finalizing the packaging now, and then I have to see the timing of that. And while we're working on that and finalizing the logo, also trying to start to work with the scents as well. So that's my hope, and I'm going to push for that.
That's awesome. I'm excited already. You know, I'm excited for these companies that start up, Chief.
Yeah.
You know, when Will, started out and how his story about how everybody was helping him out, and then listen to Jose. I absolutely love it. Well, guys, we want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming out, hanging out with us. You know, this is Jose's first, JJP's first live stream. We appreciated him coming on with us. Make sure you watch out for the launching on the Bearded Respect. We're looking forward to that as well. You guys remember to check out the Bearded Respect tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where they are having Mr. Dapper himself. We are looking forward to it. And I think Chief mentioned it. I hope he's dressing up. I hope he's going to be
in a t-shirt. He's just going to be in a t-shirt.
He may be. We had him on the Santa show, and he did a beard or a mustache curling demonstration. They absolutely loved it. They loved it. So, guys, we appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for coming on. Make sure you tune in next week as we welcome. I hope I'm saying the name right. Balhar to the show. And we are looking forward to it and hope to see you then, guys. But remember, until next time, remember, especially today, in today's society, in today's world now, more than ever, this world could use a little kindness. So be kind to one another. And as always, keep Christmas in your heart year round. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, Jose. If you want to hang out a minute, we'll be on after this. So if you want to hang out a minute.